never leave.
Nature's own goodness is in our nature.
Time to put your phones away.
A toy octopus?
I was thinking maybe it's time we reconnect with each other and with nature.
Connect to each other and the healing power of nature at the Aquarium of the Pacific. Come celebrate our 25th anniversary with new exhibits that highlight a remarkable natural world right outside our door. Discover 12,000 creatures of the sea and learn how saving them is good for us and our planet. Visit aquariumofpacific.org for details.
The Aquarium of the Pacific.
If you've been hurt in an accident and you need results, call Sweet James. Here are just some of the recent wins for our injured clients. Call the firm that wins big. Call Sweet James.
Good morning, I'm Eric Spillman. Rescuers are still trying to find people in Taiwan who could still be trapped after that magnitude 7.4 earthquake there. The latest on the search coming up.
Good morning, I'm Frank Buckley. Traffic congestion, part of everyday life here in the Los Angeles area. Now local authorities are scrambling to come up with a solution and money, a lot of it, to ease gridlock during the 2028 Summer Olympic Games. We'll explain.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Carlos Herrera. Powerball fever, it's upon us yet again. $1.09 billion up for grabs in tonight's drawing. A lot of people are coming to this lucky retailer in Sun Valley. What are your odds of winning? That's next.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Adventure City in the heart of Anaheim. Take a look at this cool ride. There's a roller coaster right behind me coming up. It's spring break, baby. We're going on all the rides. Right, boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they say. All right, stick with me. We'll have all the details coming up.
Fun. Good morning, I'm Jessica Holmes. LeBron James responding to reports about his son Bronny's future with the USC men's basketball team. That story just ahead.
Good morning, I'm Sam Rubin. New here at 8 o'clock. They call it Inside Baseball, but our bosses have just sent out an email that may be the most important news that's happened here at Channel 5 for a long time. We will share that with you. Plus, two ladies from The Golden Bachelor, really popular gals vying for Gary's heart. Well, they didn't get it, but they'll be here. What are they up to now? We'll find out coming up.
Oh, can't wait to hear about that email. Clear skies. We were looking at the beach camera just a little bit ago, a little while ago, and the cloud and the marine layer were popping at the beaches, but they're going to clear out quickly. When you head out in the desert, this is the Morongo Casino camera. It is clear skies. A little bit of a shake. Of course, always a little breezy out in the desert. 67 coastal today, 74 downtown Los Angeles, San Fernando Valley up to 79 degrees. Orange County inland, 75, 78 inland Empire, and the high desert at about 76 degrees. That's it. Let's go to Kirk in traffic.
Mark, thanks very much. We'll have an update on the commute at LAX in just a moment, but first let's talk about how things are shaping up this morning right now in Riverside. This is the 91 East at La Sierra Avenue, scene of a two-car crash. Right now the number 1 and the number 2 lanes are blocked, but as you can see, slowing in both directions around this on the 91. And now to LAX, as promised, let's give you a live look at that upper departures level. While it does look like things are filling in, traffic volumes are fairly light for this time of the morning, so it looks like we have normal speeds and normal traffic volumes in that upper departures level. That is the latest on your morning commute. Frank, now back to you.
Back to our breaking news here. The search for survivors underway in Taiwan after a deadly 7.4 magnitude earthquake there. The government says it was the strongest quake to hit the country in nearly 25 years. KTLA's Eric Spillman in the newsroom with more for us. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. If anybody needs a little tap on the shoulder here in Southern California to understand that preparing for a major quake is a good plan here, then what happened in Taiwan should serve as a powerful reminder. You take a look at some video from early this morning showing the extent of the damage. One multi-story building that's tilted at a 45-degree angle. And there's another one that was also partly knocked off of its foundation. You see it here. Crews are already taking it apart piece by piece because they understand that it could fall down at any time. The 7.4 magnitude quake shook Taiwan's east coast. It was centered 11 miles south of Hualien, a city of 350,000 people, the strongest quake to hit Taiwan in 25 years. Rescuers are still going through buildings to search for survivors. Look at this group of firefighters inside one building. They're looking down an elevator shaft and sending a remote camera down into the elevator to see if anybody is trapped inside. In this case, they didn't find anyone. You want to know what it feels like to be in the middle of a 7.4 magnitude quake? Well, here you go. That's what it looked like inside a home, now to a TV station that was broadcasting at the time. They felt it in the studio, they felt it on the subway in Taipei. The quake struck just before rush hour, just before 8 a.m. local time, so people were rocking in their cars on the roads. At least 60 people are still trapped inside 2 highway tunnels in their cars. Rescuers are trying to get to them. Live cam footage shows just how strong the quake was. Look at that camera bouncing up and down so violently. There were some serious landslides. 3 hikers were killed in a rock slide at a national park. A total of 9 people died in the quake. Close to 900 were hurt, many of them injured by falling debris. Taiwan lies in the so-called ring of fire that circles the Pacific Ocean. It's where most of the world's earthquakes happen. There was serious damage even relatively far away from the epicenter in Taiwan's capital of Taipei. Seismologist Dr. Lucy Jones, formerly of Caltech, says there are similarities in Taiwan to the risks we face here in Southern California from earthquakes.
Taipei's built on a big bowl of sediment, just like Los Angeles. And just like shaking a bowl of Jell-O, that can amplify the shaking. So it's something that we worry about for Los Angeles, and it looks like we're seeing it in Taipei.
Just after the quake hit, tsunami warnings were issued for Taiwan, Japan, and the southern Philippines. Those have now been lifted, but the aftershocks keep coming. Seismologists say some of them could be as strong as a magnitude 7. Taiwan has some pretty strict building codes, and earthquake preparedness is a priority there. There's widespread public education about quakes, which probably saved lives. Jessica?
Okay, Eric, thank you for that this morning. Developing news now here at home. Arson investigators looking into an apparent explosion in Hollywood. According to the LAFD, a fire broke out at a strip mall on the 6700 block of Hollywood Boulevard near McCadden Place. This was just before 11 o'clock last night. Firefighters arrived on scene to find large windows blown out in the back of the business with debris scattered everywhere. Authorities say there is evidence to indicate this was intentional. No suspect information has been released and no reports of any injuries.
An investigation is underway at Laguna Beach High School after officials say students created and circulated nude pictures of other classmates using artificial intelligence. A letter was sent to parents about the images, which have been shared among students through text messages. School officials say incidents like these can have far-reaching negative impacts on campus culture, and they plan to maintain a careful balance between accountability and empathy. The students who created the images are not likely to face criminal charges, but an attorney we spoke to says those responsible could face civil lawsuits.
There could be some civil recourse in this. It just needs to be a little bit more defined, but it's just a matter of time before using AI like this will be a crime.
In response to the pictures, the high school is planning to host a panel discussion. It will include a course of action for online privacy, as well as legal and ethical guidelines.
The LA City Council will be voting today whether to replace the famed Sportsman's Lodge Hotel in Studio City with a large apartment complex. The Sportsman's Lodge Hotel shut down at the start of the pandemic, and since then, a proposal had been developed to build a 520-unit mixed-use apartment development on that site. Supporters say it would bring affordable housing to the area. Opponents say developers have not weighed the project's effects on the area and that it would get rid of an important piece of history. A portion of the Sportsman's Lodge property was already redeveloped to include shops, restaurants, and a market.
Tonight's Powerball jackpot worth an estimated $1.09 billion. So big I can't even
It's a lot, whatever it is. It's the 4th largest grand prize in Powerball history. KTLA's Carlos Herrera live in Sun Valley with more. Hello, how you doing?
Hi there. Yeah, a lot of money is the point. Look, it doesn't even say it there because it's a billion, not million. B with a B. A lot of money up for grabs tonight. We're here at the 7-Eleven on Roscoe Boulevard in Sun Valley. This is actually a lucky retailer. Take a look at this sign here. They sold a ticket back in March, just a few weeks ago, that matched 5 out of the 6 numbers. That lucky person took home $2.4 million. So a lot of people coming here today, obviously testing their lucks, maybe turning their $2 into a fortune. Anthony Mendoza here this morning from North Hollywood. You actually weren't aware that this is a lucky retailer.
No, I had no idea, and this is right down the street from me.
So maybe this is your chance.
I mean, I might have to go back in there, spend some. If it's $1 billion?
1.09 billion.
1.09 billion. That's crazy. All right.
It's the 9th largest in the U.S. history.
Well, I mean, how could I not try my luck, I guess?
Yeah, right. I mean, you're here anyway.
Yeah, I got a couple dollars to spare, I guess.
A lot of regulars have been coming here today. They say, I'm going to test my luck. Even if buying a ticket here at this lucky retailer does not increase your chances of winning, but I mean, worth a try.
I mean, what's the chances of it happening twice, but I mean, I got you here, why not try it?
Chances are pretty low, actually, of them happening twice. Speaking of chances, Anthony, take a look at this here, Frank and Jessica, because there's a way to do this, obviously, to increase your chances to win the jackpot later tonight. Players wanting a better chance of avoiding sharing that jackpot should choose numbers that aren't selected as often. Remember, people often choose the date of their birthdays as one of their numbers, so numbers higher than 31 would be played less. The odds of matching all 5 numbers, Anthony, and the Powerball number are 1 in 292.2 million. It's pretty low.
Oh, yeah, man, you're making me second guess it. You better not want to tell me that.
Don't second guess
I don't want that information out there. All right.
Don't second guess it. You know why? Because the franchisee here had this to say. He says it doesn't matter. Take a listen.
There is no guarantee. If you try, if you have a good luck, you will make money out of it.
All right, it's all about testing your luck. Here we have $4. I'm gonna be so nice. Anthony Mendoza here shared some time with us. Here's $2. Test your luck, brother.
Look at that.
There we go.
Appreciate it. Hey, wish me luck.
You gonna share with us?
I mean,
Frank and Jessica wants him, man.
all right, Frank and Jessica. You get a little bit. If
Okay.
I get it.
Dinner, something.
Carlos is giving you $2, dude. You got to share.
Yeah, I'm giving you $2. You gotta share, man.
All right. I'll be generous, okay?
Here we go. We're gonna go test it.
Good luck,
Bye,
guys.
All right, nice. We hope you win so that we win.
Exactly.
They didn't see what
Are
they're
you
going to
buy tickets?
I'm going to buy tickets,
Okay.
but I'm a little concerned about Carlos out there. Isn't there a very famous ball player who just arrived in L.A. who had possibly given money to somebody else to place bets, and now look at the trouble that possible player.
You said he gave money to place
Yeah,
bets.
possibly. No, I did
that's
say
not possible.
possibly. Yeah, there's a possibility. There's
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's no one has alleged.
Okay. So then he helped pay the other guys. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm just saying there could be possibly some scandal here going
Let's
on.
be careful.
Yeah, I'm very careful, very careful. 13 minutes after 8 o'clock, it just caused a whole lot of
Yes.
money swapping hands for anyway. Let's go to.